Acrorip. Like and subscribe. Nice. Got my coffee, got my stuff. We good, Joe. We good. We are good. I'll turn this on real quick. I'll turn this on real quick. Alright. Yo! What's going on? Jose in the house. What up? Ready to go to work? J-O-B, you know. 9 to 5. Gonna break that cycle one day. I mean, yeah. Alright, let me get started. Turn this on. Turn that on. Alright, they both on. Hopefully I have enough, you know, what you call it. I got the mic on. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. I feel you, bro. I feel you. I feel you. Alright. Dang, that was a big bump. Yeah, man. Yo, I love doing these spontaneous lives. Like when there's too many people on your live, it gets a little bit weird because, like, you know, especially since I'm doing my thing with the talk and drive. So I don't want too many people on here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. So I didn't retitle this. I should have titled this. I think after this I'm gonna title it as Be Ready or something like that. So if you guys notice, I haven't been putting up much merch. I haven't been showing you projects I got going on. It's because right now it's that time where people are getting taxes, they're getting themselves ready. My clients usually they place their orders once their taxes come in. Then they hit me up like, yo, I got like a wedding or something going on, or baby shower. Don't do any of those baby shower things, but hey, if you want it, you got it. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Just get my bearings here. All right, cool. So on the menu today, we're going to be talking about DTF, sublimation, definitely screen printing. Screen printing is going to be first, right? What's next? DTF, sublimation, white toner, and then we're going to push it to I think I said everything. DTF, sublimation, screen printing, white toner, and then updates about what we got going on. No DTF, LOL. DTF thing is crazy, but it is what it is though. As far as I know, as long as you're wearing proper protection, you should be okay, you know. But if you're scared, just don't do DTF. Don't do it. I would go as far as to say, don't even print the oh man, you got me started with the DTF. I was gonna hold up, but okay, I'll start with DTF first. I think I said I was gonna start, but either way. All right, we're gonna talk a little bit about the hazards of DTF, and then we're gonna go into the meat of what I want to talk about into DTF. So when it comes to DTF, direct to film, you have to protect yourself because most people tend to be a little bit reckless with the powder. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get it all up in your nose and your nostrils and stuff like that. You know, this is not just a casual thing. It's something that you don't want to have too much around you, in your eye, nose, all that areas. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere that has an orifice, right? Right. To YouTube, I kept it clean. I said anywhere you have an orifice, right? Orifice is a hole. So yeah, we keeping it clean over here. You know what I mean? All right. Yeah. So you want to make sure you protect those areas, and which would be your eyes, your nose, your mouth, so you don't inhale or accidentally get it in your system. I think. Okay. There was a school bus. I thought I would have to stop, but it looks like he already dropped the kid, so now just slowing down and I'm about to go. Yep. All right. He's on the move. Yeah, so make sure you have proper PPE. What is PPE? Right? Personal protection equipment. That is PPE. What do you say? The ink has a plastic warning of cancer, bro. Go look at your DTF ink powder and show it to me. As far as I know, mine says use proper protection, may cause respiratory issues if not proper protection used. That's what mine said. So I don't know. All right. But as far as DTF, all I could say is this. If you scared, right? Since I'm at a stop, let me just pin this real quick. Pin message. Come on. Okay, cool. So, if you're scared about DTF, and even if you're whatever powder you're using, because everybody uses different ones, right? If it says anything like that, and you're like, ooh, I'm scared, right? Just don't do it. Don't do it. Don't use it. Don't talk about it. Don't even think about it. Move on to other heating applications, right? For example, there's white toner printing that you can use. There's even the old school, right? Instead of DTF powder, you can go DTF mist. Direct to film mist. By the way, it's the powder turned into a mist, aka liquid. Now that liquid turned into that powder turned into a liquid is being sprayed and then heat pressed, and that mist is going into the air. But we ain't talking about DTG. Oh no. Oh no. But anyways, when it comes to DTF printing, if you are scared because you saw some video, do not use it at all. I'm not getting sponsored for any DTF printing or machines or anything. So I can say that. Don't use it. Period. You got a machine, put it on the market, sell it, call the company, send it back. You scared about DTF? Do not use it. I'm not going to tell you to protect yourself, because what if one day you forget to put your eyeglasses or your hazmat suit? right? So I think it behooves you to not use it at all. Don't even think about DTF. Don't watch anything DTF. Let it go. Let it go. Right? Now, as far as me in printing with DTF, I like to wear my little goggles, whatever protective eye thing. But the way I set up my stuff, I have it in a container with a seal, and then I allow the powder to be on there, and that way it shakes off and everything. I try still as much as I can to give myself, I guess, a little bit of protection, protection, whatever, so I can utilize it correctly, right? Now, I do not have a oven per se, but I have a conveyor oven, so I use that. Um, I do have I do have a vent system set up in the shop. I built it in the shop because it's a shop, so I can do that. That's why I built it. I couldn't do that with my house, but I could do that in my shop. So yeah, so the venting system is pretty much there. It's set. I have the regular one that just lets air in and out, and then I have the other one that's for like what's that thing called? Because I have CNC machine, so I have that, right? What is it? Is it Jessica? Okay, she said hello. Oh, this person said hello. Yes. So, hello. All right. White toner suck. Come on, Jose. Jose, man. Anything on this day yet? Anyways, I'm gonna forgo that for a second. But anyways, so when it comes to that, that's how I protect myself. In a way, I'm not really bothered about the DTF. I already know what's in the powder. The powder itself, once it's heated up, it turns into a what's that thing called? It's like a CO2 chemical. It's pretty much the same as if you were using a CNC machine. So is there protection there? Yes. I also have, like I said, the air vent that can push air out. But anyways, so now we're just going to be talking about DTF. What do I have going on when it comes to DTF? I have, what's that thing called? Some artwork that I got lined up for the channel. Now, because sometimes it can be a little bit crazy, especially since I got a lot of things I gotta do on top of doing nav stuff for brands and all that, and we'll get into it later on, right? So the main focus for now is excuse me, get my DTF printer going, get my my vinyl cutter going, my screen printing machine, all the machines, just getting it going, doing some practice. The previous videos you've watched is me getting some more equipment. I've been basically getting myself primed and ready for orders to come in. I have a couple of people that wants to order some stuff, so we're gonna get that going. The difference between me now and me last year I only had a one station, right, where you just put the shirt, 4-color screen printing press, and I got an order of, I think it was like 40 shirts, and that thing took me a long time. The small orders were easy, but the 40 shirts, front and back, man, that's like 80 shirts, because the front is one, the back is another, so we consider that like 2 t-shirts. So yeah, in the long run, like, I spent so much time just using the heat dry, the little heat gun, that I was like, you know what, forget it. I got myself a flash dryer, which I showed you in the previous live. On top of getting a flash dryer, I went out and I purchased a those things that if you have any like ink on the shirt, you can just spray it out. So I've been really focused on making sure the shop is ready on all sides. Screen printing ready, DTF ready, everything ready. You know what I'm saying? And now all we're gonna be doing is a little bit more practice, and those practice translates to more content. You know what I'm saying? For example, my large printer, I did a use that same logo for it. That printer I'm talking about for Subnation. I did a sample shirt, but I actually wanted to have that logo for myself on another shirt. So now we're gonna get that ready, and we're gonna throw you a video on that. And then I'll be using that shirt often while I'm doing my channel stuff. And yeah, so that's when we're gonna get going, man. Like, we're not playing over here. DTF is definitely on the rise. One thing with the DTF printer that I have is a 13 by 19, so I can print big. But normally I print like between, I'd say 11 by, I do like 11 by 11 majority of the time. Like the most I'll do is maybe an 11 by 13, you know, but I rarely go to the full 13 by 19, rarely. So, but it's good to have that, you know, if you ever want to print big, you can go big, you know. And no matter what size printer you have, please don't try to cut costs. Use the 13 by 19, because especially if you have a printer that's already preset for DTF, or even a printer that's converted to DTF, you want the size to be grabbed so that print doesn't swing around, and that print head is able to go about his business in printing correctly without getting hit. I mean, without hitting the film, you know? So we got that going for DTF. I have a bunch of artwork. So the plan with the DTF printer is this, right? We're gonna have artwork ready. I'll see if I can post it maybe as a thumbnail, who knows, whatever. And I'll get the artwork ready, get everything set, do the DTF, apply to the shirt, right? And on my other channel, whatever shirt I'm making, if it's for that brand, right? Because I have two brands. If it's for that brand, then what I'll do is this. I'll show you the materials, what I'm using to make it. And my vision is like, I'm not going to show you the whole step, because I'm going to tell you, yo, go to Levi Apparel and see how it was made. That way I have traffic going on all channels that I have, because if I make the product that's meant for that brand on that brand channel, people are not going to want to watch Levi Apparel, and I want that audience to be circling around from the different brands to back to Levi Apparel, different brands and stuff. And I feel if I do that, like, it's really going to help me, because it'll allow consistent content to keep flowing. And eventually the goal is to list some of these things on Facebook Marketplace, on obviously my website. But either way, you'll have everything set, ready to go. And before you know it, we should be growing. You know, the whole goal for this year, I would love to get to like at least 25K. But if we can push it a little bit further, that'd be even great. That'd be even greater. Oh, okay, this person said, I am 11 years old. All right, if you're 11 years old, you should not be here, because the thing strictly says not for kids. So, all right. But yeah, so and if you are interested in doing screen printing, I would mention it to your school and see what they got available. Tell them what it is, and who knows, maybe they can set you up with a way where you can start learning about it. T-shirt designing, all it is just ink on shirt, or if you're using embroidery is the machine that stitches. It's just thread on the shirt in a design way to show whatever logo or image or word that you want to say. All right. Okay. Bye bye. Yes. Peace. Um, yeah. So, like I was saying, yeah. So we're gonna be doing a lot of stuff like that, merch designing, getting things going, and the whole reason why I started. Okay, so let's transition before I go into the whole brand. Um, Also, we're going to be trying to focus as much as possible on screen printing. The majority of times that I've been able to do some screen printing for people, they typically ask for one color. You know what I mean? Just one color. And when that happens, like you have other screens that's available. So the fact that I have multiple platens, places where you can put the shirts, and multiple screens, and I don't do screen printing conventional, right? And hopefully, there's an arsenal that we're getting ready. Me and a friend of mine's. Pretty soon, I'll be able to do anything, and with the DTF, make it into a screen printing way to do the DTF prints, so it can go on the shirt. You know, there's a lot coming, right? And then as far as screen printing, like I said, I'm only doing one color. If I have a DTF printer, it makes no sense when I'm doing all these multicolors, try and match, register, and all that. I don't want to deal with any of that. I just want to slap one color on each one, screen print, call it a day. You know what I'm saying? Does not have to be that complicated where you go to put the emotion on the screen, where you gotta dry it out, create the artwork, print out the film, throw the film on there, wash it out, let it dry, add, register it, add ink, do a test, and then etc. There's just way too many steps. All I want to do when it comes to screen printing is get the artwork, either turn it into a vector or just send it to the vinyl cutter, right? Get the artwork, send it to vinyl cutter cuts it out, right? And apply it to a screen. Add ink, maybe do a test just in case, and then continue printing. That's it. There's no dark room, there's no emotion, there's no washing. It's just ink, screen, heat transfer vinyl. Ink, screen, heat transfer vinyl. That's what I want to get going, because it makes no sense. There's machines out there that can do that can just put an image on a screen. You know what I mean? Eventually, that's what I want to get to. So when it comes to screen printing, we're gonna be screen printing some stuff again for these merches that I got set up, these brands, and then put it on Facebook Marketplace, anywhere that I can put it to, you know, get a sale anyway. Also, for what's that thing called? White toner. White toner. I'm gonna test this application, but I predominantly use my white toner printing for pocket logos. The reason why I do pocket logos more with white toners is because I can add multiple images on the film, right? And once I remove the B, the A from the B, and everything marries correctly, the white is on there. I threw it on the pocket, but the main reason, besides just being able to have multiple prints, is because white toner if you do it right and you do it small enough, it won't be much of a hassle. It won't, even if it feels a little rough, it's not going to be much of a problem. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and white toner, guess what? If you can get like a rasterized, what's that thing? Image, you can white toner it, right? And you can still get that nice feel because the white toner, wherever the image is, that's where the white, which is the adhesive, right, is going to stick onto the film, and then that creates an image. So that's white toner. So we're gonna use that, do a little bit more setup and maybe some more tutorials on that. The reason why is because with this whole issue with DTF printing and people being scared and some people not wanting to do DTF at all. And like I said, if you're scared for any reason, whether it even be like, my nose is itchy or my skin feels funny, just stop everything. Do not do it. Don't even worry about protection for the DTF printer, because you removing the printer, removing the powder, the ink, everything, and just getting rid of it and not do DTF at all, hey, who knows? It may just save your life, But I would never tell you to do something that you feel is harmful to your health. If it's harmful, if you feel that it's harmful to your health, don't do it at all. I'm not going to tell you put on this protection, that protection, whatever. No, just don't do it. You scared, just don't do it. Don't do it. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. And you get down on your feed, DTF printed, no, just don't watch it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that. And anybody that comes to me and says, hey, Moses, I want to buy a DTF printer, but I'm a little scared with everything that's going on, I'll tell you straight up, don't get it. But it's a good printing method, and I don't have to worry about the feel and this and that. Well, then why are you asking me? You're an adult. Do things on your own. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. Read the instruction. Make sure you have what is necessary if you decide to. But don't ask me if you can or can't, because I'm going to tell you no. Don't get it. Don't get it. Don't even get the films. Let me do all the t-shirts. Let me print the films. Let me use my DTF printer and say, wow, that's a nice print. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like I said, just don't use it. Just don't do it. You worry, don't do it at all. Don't do it at all. Because guess what? This is why I'm saying don't do it at all. Let's say I said to you, oh, yeah. As long as you have proper PE, you buy those ventilation machines and all that, and you buy a hazmat suit and all that, you should be good to go, right? I'll never say that to you, but if I was to say that, and then all of a sudden your skin starts feeling itchy, I'm gonna feel bad. Like, wait, I did that. So I'd rather tell you not to get DTF, not to get a DTF printer at all, right? Not to get the powder. Don't even bother with the transfer, because pretty soon you're gonna be hearing, oh, the transfer is bad. Oh, you people inhaling the smoke, and the smoke has carbon dioxide and all that, yada yada. Just don't get it. Just don't get it. Don't get it. Don't do it. Don't buy it. Don't do the transfer. Nothing. All right. And again, if it seems like I'm being, oh, you're saying too much, why would you even ask? whenever you do something, you do research, you find out about it, you learn as much as you can about it, and then after that, you invest into it. But guess what? Your investment will yield you more profit, and as you start getting profit, you're gonna have more customers. More customers mean you're using that machine more. And if it's a machine that causes problems, i.e., fumes, powder everywhere, right? Guess what? If you did it in a small amount was everywhere, can you imagine if you have thousands of prints that you're doing? You know, if you did it and the fumes were burning your eyes a little bit, can you imagine what would happen if you have thousands of prints? How much of an irritation it would be to your eye? So that's why I say I would prefer to tell you don't do it. If you ask me, but if you decide you want to do it, make sure you follow the rules, see what they say about proper PPE, personal protection equipment, right? And then follow suit. Yeah, yeah. I was talking about DTF for a while. But yeah, so next is I did screen printing. Yeah, next is like oh, and I did a white toner. So yeah, so embroidery. The machine, man, I need to start killing it because there's some tips and tricks that I've been learning that cause, and without knowing those tricks, it was causing me to stall. And I didn't post much because I did not want to use the machine stops, and then I didn't know how to fix it, and I'm flustered. That make me feel bad. So I wanted to give, and then let's say you guys are hitting me up like, hey, how does this work? You know, can you help us? I'd probably have my hands up and be like, yeah, there's not much I can do for you. You know what I'm saying? So the best move, in my opinion, was to learn it as much as I can, do some practice, get some time under my belt, and then after that, start posting some hardcore videos, whether it's hats. There's just so many contents for that. But yeah, so that's screen printing. Now, I mean that's embroidery. Now, brand. I have currently like 2 brands that I'm trying to get started. Acrorip wear. Now, Acrorip wear. Now, here's the thing. Acrorip wear, right? So what I learned about the word Acrorip is it's actually the old name of America, the Native America. The indigenous people, what they used to call it back then. So naturally, I said, okay, cool. I'm gonna start a brand, and I'm just gonna call this Acrorip wear. I have a channel. It's got a website and everything, although it's a little bit down right now. But yeah, so that's basically the whole goal, to make merch for Acrorip wear. And the type of merch I'm making is Native American wear, right? It may seem weird. Um, I have had a love for Native American, indigenous peoples for a while. And I didn't know why. I did one of those DNA tests, and I found I had some percentage of the whole indigenous people, right? Now, when you talk about what I used to follow in my religious followings as Israelite, whatever, right? I learned that these are our family. So it was only natural that I would have some kind of ancestor related to Native American, indigenous peoples, right? So because of that, I was like really excited. And then from then on, I was like, yeah, I definitely need to get this channel going, get this brand going. And I finally got monetized, and we got subscribers. However, they sitting there like, yo, we need some more content. So the goal on this channel, I'm gonna be getting the DTF images ready, right? I'm gonna press it, step by step to a degree. And then on the other channel for the brand, what we're gonna do is we're gonna focus on just getting the brand feel. How do I package it? What do I put in the package? How does it look like when the customer gets it? You know what I'm saying? How was it made? Like, I'm not gonna go full tutorial. Oh, I went, I printed the DTF image. I put it on the shirt by heat press. And then voila. No, I'm not gonna show that. Right? Most likely, I'll show a snippet of the shirt pointing to the printer. Then I'll have the printer print the film already made, and then I'll be like, shirt, printer, film, and then pop, the film's gonna have the image, and then I'm gonna look at the DTF. I'm gonna look at the heat press, point to it, throw the shirt on the heat press, and then pop, hold it in my hands with the image in there, and then pop, the shirt is gonna be on me. And that's how I want to set it up for continual viewing. And then after that, once everything is done with that, I'm gonna explain the shirt, what it's about, why I chose it, little detail about it, and then I'm gonna package it, get it ready. And if somebody, on the channel wants it or something like that, they can win it as a prize or whatever. And the other thing I could do is, besides them winning it as a prize, I'm thinking about, oh, yeah. Like I said, I was going to do the portion where I wrap it, I get it ready, and then after that, I let the person know, I let the subscribers know, hey, if you want this shirt, go on my website, yada, yada. And then then I'll point to my labeling machine, and I'll be like, yo, this labeling machine could be printing your stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we're going to try to move on as far as like the channel. Because there's just way too much content by combining both my channels, or all three of my channels, instead of just one. Now, I have another channel. So remember, I told you I have 2 more channels. Actually, I have 3 extra channels. On my second channel, right? Chocolate Cold Drip. Yeah. I want to focus on doing DTF printing, screen printing, just like the other merch channel. And just like that one, it's gonna be, I'm gonna show the machine, show the shirt, image on the shirt, it's on me, and then talk about it, wrap it up, and then tell the subscriber if they want it, they can win it. But if you want to buy it, go on my website. Bam, there you go. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we're gonna set it up. All right. Now, what else? Now, when it comes to come on, brain. My third channel, CFRB Israel, and that one I'm gonna primarily focus on small prints and embroidery mostly, because the merch that I have needs a lot more embroidery than the other ones. All right. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I was just letting you know like what's gonna happen, what's going on, and then as usual, like and subscribe. This is Levi Apparel. I appreciate you. Peace.